Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to take your sources, all that dense research and the articles you know you should read, and just boil it all down for you.
Yeah.
And today we are tackling this feeling of financial paralysis that so many people have.
Yeah, it's a huge one.
I mean, think about it like trying to lose weight. Everyone knows the basics, right? Eat a little less, move a little more.
Simple.
But instead, we get stuck. We obsess over these tiny details. Should I do keto? Is it Atkins? Am I getting enough trans fats or too many? And all that debate, it just stops you from actually doing anything.
It's the exact same thing with money. People either, they just ignore it completely out of guilt, or they get paralyzed analyzing these hyper-specific details.
Like what?
Like, should my investment fee be 0.04% or 0.05%? Or they're worried about geopolitics when they haven't even set up an automatic savings transfer yet.
And the result is the same in both cases.
Zero progress.
So our mission today is to give you a shortcut. We're diving into a system that really cuts through that noise. It's called the 85% solution.
And the whole idea, the whole philosophy is that getting it 85% right now is infinitely better than waiting for 100% perfection and doing nothing.
We're talking about building an automatic financial machine that once you set it up, you're maybe spending, 30 minutes a month on it?
If that.
And look, if getting these kinds of clear, actionable shortcuts is valuable to you, if you like that we do the slogging through the source material for you, we just politely and enthusiastically ask you to subscribe to the channel. Give this deep dive a like. It's honestly the best way to support what we do, and it means you won't miss the next one.
Okay, so let's start with the mindset, because the first step of this 85% solution is really about acknowledging the real enemy here.
Which isn't a lack of information.
No, not at all. I mean, information overload is real, but it becomes this convenient excuse. People fall back on these lazy outs like, oh, the school system failed me, or credit card companies are evil.
Or my favorite, should I use a 401k or an IRA? And then they just don't choose either for 3 years.
Exactly. That's the paralysis. So it's not a knowledge gap. It's an emotional hurdle. You don't need to be a financial genius. You just, you need to start.
Make the grilled cheese.
Make the grilled cheese. A system that is 85% correct and runs automatically for 20 years will crush someone who waits 5 years to find the perfect system.
And the data really backs this up. I mean, something like half of all college grads say they expect to be millionaires by 40.
Right, but ordinary actions. They get you ordinary results. If you want something extraordinary, you have to do something a little different from the crowd.
And that includes being okay with making a few mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. The author of our source material tells this great story. He got his first scholarship check, $2,000, invested it all immediately, and promptly lost half of it.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it was a great lesson. It forced him to actually learn. Making a $1,000 mistake when you're young is so much better than making a $100,000 mistake when you're older.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's take that mindset and apply it. Let's build the foundation, starting with bank accounts.
Right. And the first point is very clear. You should not be using a big traditional bank for your savings. Not anymore.
Why not?
The opportunity cost is just huge. An online bank will give you 6, maybe 10 times the interest rate. We're talking like 3, 4, even 5% versus what? 0.5% at a big bank?
So that's free money you're leaving on the table.
It's literally free money, and it's all FDIC insured, so it's perfectly safe.
So step 1 is an online high-interest savings account. Step 2 is about separation.
Yes. This is a key psychological trick. You want your checking account and your savings account at separate banks because it creates positive friction. If you want to pull money from your savings at Bank B to your checking at Bank A, it's going to take 3 business days.
So it stops the impulse buy.
It forces you to pause and think, do I really want to dip into my vacation fund for this? And most of the time, the answer is no.
But you also warned against getting lost in the weeds here.
Yeah, don't become a rate chaser. If one bank offers 3.0% and another offers 3.1%, please do not waste your Saturday moving all your money for what amounts to a few dollars a month. That's not the point.
That's the 15% you're not supposed to worry about.
Exactly. Find a good, reliable one and stick with it.
Okay, let's talk credit. This is fundamental. Good credit saves you, tens of thousands over a lifetime on a mortgage or a car loan.
It's massive. And with credit cards, you just have to follow 2 automated commandments. Mandate 1. You set up automatic full payment every month. No exceptions.
Because that makes the APR irrelevant.
Totally irrelevant. If you pay in full, you pay 0 interest. The 14% APR doesn't matter. And you avoid those like $35 late fees.
Okay. And the second mandate is a little counterintuitive. You say if you're debt-free, you should ask for a credit limit increase.
That's right. It's all about something called your utilization ratio.
Which
It's
is,
just the percentage of your available credit that you're using. So if you have a $1,000 balance on a $5,000 limit, your ratio is 20%.
and lenders want that to be low.
As low as possible. So if you call and get your limit raised to $10,000, that same $1,000 balance is suddenly only a 10% ratio. Your score goes up. It's a 5-minute phone call.
But what about people who are actually in debt?
Well, the source uses this Dumb Dan versus Smart Sally scenario. They both have a $5,000 debt. Dumb Dan pays just the minimum.
Which takes forever.
Forever, and he pays about $1,900 in interest alone. But Smart Sally, she just makes one decision. She automates a payment that's double the minimum.
Set it and forget it.
And by doing that, she saves that $1,900 in interest. It's a huge win from one simple, boring, automated decision.
Okay, so we've automated our banking, our credit payments. Now, what about day-to-day spending? The source material here is pretty dramatic. It says traditional budgeting is just, it's built on guilt.
It is. It's the worst. Nobody sticks with it because tracking every single penny is miserable. It just makes you feel bad about yourself. The goal here is to spend without guilt.
Which you do with the conscious spending plan.
Exactly. It's an anti-budget. You just automatically divide your take-home pay into 4 buckets.
Okay, what are they?
First, your fixed costs. That's rent, utilities, debt. That should be about 50 to 60%.
Okay.
Then, long-term investments like your 401k or IRA, at least 10%.
Got it.
Then, short-term savings for an emergency fund, a trip, whatever, 5 to 10%. And then, the best part.
The rest.
The rest. 20 to 35% is your guilt-free spending money.
So once the important buckets are full, that money is just yours to enjoy. No spreadsheets, no tracking.
None. And to make this work, you find your big wins. Don't stress about the $5 coffees. Use the 80-20 rule. Find the 1 or 2 big areas where you're overspending.
Right, like in the example of Ryan. He was netting $4,000 a month and realized he was spending $600 just on eating and drinking out.
A huge chunk. So he just consciously decided to cut that one category back to $400, and boom, he freed up $200 a month. That's a big win. Way more impactful than skipping a few lattes.
And you can manage that spending money with an envelope system.
Yeah, a digital one these days. You just allocate, say, $400 for restaurants. When the envelope is empty, you stop. Simple. No guilt involved.
Which brings us to the final piece, really. Automate everything. There's a great line in the source. Do more before you do less.
That's the heart of it. A few hours of setup work now saves you hundreds of hours of manual work over your lifetime. The goal is to spend maybe 1 hour a month on your finances. Total.
So let's walk through that automated money flow.
Okay, picture it. Your employer takes out your 401k contribution before you even see the money.
Pre-tax. Good.
Then the rest gets direct deposited into your checking account. That's your inbox.
Okay, inbox.
Then the automated transfers kick in. On day 5, boom, your Roth IRA automatically pulls its contribution.
After-tax money for tax-free growth, you need both.
You need both. On day 7, boom, your high-interest savings account pulls its share, maybe even splitting it into sub-accounts for different goals.
On your bills.
All automated for the first week of the month. And here's a pro tip. Call your utility companies, your credit card, everyone. Ask them to move your due date to the first of the month.
So everything happens at once.
Everything is synchronized. No more random bills popping up. And if you're a freelancer with irregular income, you just build a 3-month buffer first. Once that's full, the rest of the system works exactly the same. You are literally making money while you sleep.
This same framework, this 85% idea, it also works for those huge life purchases, right? Like buying a car.
Totally. The old way was, the author's dad spending 5 days at a dealership arguing over $50 floor mats.
So painful.
The modern automated way. You email 17 dealers with the exact car you want and say, give me your best price. You make them bid against each other.
An hour of work online versus a week of misery.
Exactly. And for affordability, you use that quick calculation. The total monthly cost, your payment, insurance, gas, maintenance, all of it has to fit inside your 50-60% fixed cost bucket.
That's a simple check that a lot of people probably don't do.
They just look at the monthly payment.
And what about negotiating your salary? That's a huge one.
It's the biggest win of all. And the key is, it's not about your needs. It's about your value to the company.
So how do you do it?
3 months before you asked, you start tracking your quantifiable results. Money you saved the company, revenue you brought in. Then you ask your boss, what would it take for me to exceed expectations?
So you get a roadmap.
You get a roadmap. And then, this is crucial, you practice the negotiation out loud with a friend. It sounds silly, but it gets rid of the timidness. It can be worth thousands.
And finally, relationships. Talking about money with a partner.
You have to have the DTR talk define the relationship financially. And if your incomes are different, a proportional split is usually fairer than 50-50.
Right.
And when you disagree, you focus on the plan. The argument is with the spreadsheet, not the person. It's, hey, are we on track for our goal? Not, you spent too much money. It takes the personal attack out of it.
So it all comes back to the system.
It all comes back to the 85% solution. You've built the machine. A few hours of work, and now money is accumulating while you sleep, and you're spending the rest on things you love, totally guilt-free.
And the source mentions that a rich life isn't just about your own wealth. It's about giving back, too.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a millionaire to start. The author started a small scholarship very early on. You can build generosity into your conscious spending plan from day one.
So as a final thought,
Yep.
what's the biggest risk here?
The biggest danger isn't making one bad investment. It's not picking the perfect fund. It's being so paralyzed by all the options that you do absolutely nothing. The disciplined, boring, automated work you do now, that's what builds real wealth.
So the challenge to you, the listener, is simple.
Take one action step today, no matter how small. Just automate one part of your system.
That's a great synthesis, connecting everything back to automation. So if you found these shortcuts useful, if you're ready to take that one step, let us know by giving this deep dive a like. And of course, please subscribe so you don't miss our next one. Thanks for sharing your sources with us. We will see you next time.